Good morning, timeless travelers. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Trish Smith. I'm the owner operator of Trish's Timeless Travels and the face of this vlog. Guys, so sorry my voice is gone. It's been a whole thing. We've been having a lot of fun. We've been partying, we've been eating, we've been doing a lot. So sorry that my voice is gone. So bear with me. But today we are checked into the RIU Ventura. This is a brand new hotel that just opened on December 6th. So we're going to show you all around. If this is content you're interested in, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Guys, we've made it to room 839 in the RIU Ventura. Alright, so when you first come in, on the right side is going to be your closet with some hangers and a iron and ironing board. And then on this side of the closet is where you're going to, it's where you're going to find your safe and the actual iron itself. Some shelf space down there, and then some extra blankets up there. On the left side, you're going to find the bathroom, and it has a standing shower. This room has an overhead rain head shower as well as a wand with the shelf for your toiletries and a grab bar. And then I have double sinks with storage space underneath the sinks and the trash can there, hair dryer and hand soap. And then over here you've got some storage space over the top of the toilet, and then there is the toilet there. Coming into the room, I have a wet bar area, mini fridge, and the drinks up there. The refrigerator is stocked. Anything that I want, I can call down and ask to have it replaced. Anything I want taken out, like I don't drink beer, so that's never gonna get touched. But like water and soda, they will replace as needed. And then I have a coffee maker, ice bucket, and some cups and a room temperature water there. Full-size mirror, so you can always check the fit. And then I have a king-size bed. On this side of the bed, I have a USB plug, USB, and a universal power socket, and a lamp, a night table with a drawer so I can house some things over there. Then I have a storage rack with some under storage, television on the wall, and a dresser for some storage there. Have a little sitting area with a couch and a table. On this side of the bed, I have my phone and just a regular universal socket and a lamp over here, same type of side table, and then the sockets for the lamp and over here. And then I have a balcony with an ocean view. So out here on the balcony, I have two tables and a chair and or a footstool or table, two chairs and a table. Try that again. And then I have a full ocean view from my balcony, or you can see the pool from up here as well. That is actually a different resort over there, the orange building. I believe that is the Crown Paradise, which is similar to the hotel that Will and I stayed at in Puerto Vallarta. Swim up pools on the roof up there, and then a rooftop pool back here, and the balcony over there. So they have a more ocean front view from over there, so you can see they look straight out to the ocean. Mine is still an ocean view because I can still fully see the ocean from here, but it's not ocean front like theirs, or it goes right out to the ocean. Mine is actually closer to the water, but theirs is an actual ocean front with the swim outs on the bottom. So I am gonna go show you the rest of the property from here. So the first thing we're gonna do is go to the lobby. When you first walk in, to your left, you're going to see the checkout desks. The RIU are generally, they're designed pretty much the same way. So when you come in, you're going to see a large bank of checkout desks. There's going to be bellhops to help you with your luggage. And then there's going to be comfortable seating in the open air lobby. This particular lobby is not fully open air. As you can see, there are doors that actually close here. So that it does keep some of the elements out. So it is not as hot or cold in here because it is, they have the doors closed. So they have the comfortable seating here where you can have a seat either in couch style or chair style. Just off of the lobby, you're going to find a bar, as usual, at a RIU hotel. This one is called Margarita, and it has this beautiful little, tree-like look to it. It is early in the morning, so it is closed, so it is kind of dark in here. But you have, again, a lot of comfortable seating all over the lobby area. So this is the Margarita bar from this direction. So you can see it's kind of like a bar in the center of the seating area. Morning. Just off of the bar, you're going to find the sports bar. Or just off the lobby, right by the bar, you're going to find the sports bar. So let's go over there. The sports bar is open 24 hours. You do have to sit in the seating area in order to order food. So let me show you the sports bar. So there is a circular bar or a square bar right in the center of the sports bar. You can sit down and order food here, and I will show you the menu and some of the food that we've had right now. There's some mac and cheese, hot wings, fries, non-alcoholic margarita, and some Pepsi. I'm so sorry, y'all. I started eating it. I was hungry. I started demolishing this before I realized there was no content of it. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Alright, we got the cheesecake as well. It's pretty good. We also got a brownie with some ice cream. So. I know. Fatness everything. Alright, just off of the sports bar, you have indoor and outdoor seating, as I said. Just off of the sports bar, you do have another theater outside. So the seating is facing the theater as well as tabletop seating. So this is where you're going to have shows and entertainment during the day. So there is a large theater here, and then here is the seating outside. Just behind that is going to find the daiquiri bar. So wherever you are generally on this property, there is a bar close by, so you're never kind of without a drink. There is a water feature right outside of the theater and the sports bar. This is not a swimming pool. It is an actual, just a water feature. So here is the continuation of that water feature that I just showed you. So it is decorative. It is a pretty little feature outside. Just off of the lobby, you're going to find Pier 27 Cancun. This is a store where you can find things that you may have left at home. Sunglasses, hats, swimwear. And you can also get your photos picked up here as well. Just down the left side of the check-in desk, you're going to find the spa and the gym. So the spa is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but the gym is open daily. So you're going to check into the Renova spa here, and then there is comfortable seating to wait for your spa treatment. And you can get facials, get your hair done, manicures, pedicures, things like that. The gym is just off of that. It is a pretty decent sized gym, so it does have lots of equipment in here. It has free weights as well as treadmills. and there is a water station. So when you leave out of the lobby, on this side, there's where you're going to find all of the restaurants. So let's go take a look at all of those. We have the Culinarium, which is international cuisine. We have Agave, which is Mexican cuisine. We have Rimini, which is Italian cuisine. We have the Steakhouse, which is clearly American cuisine, steakhouse. And we have Kaori, which is Asian cuisine. From the restaurants, on the lower level, you're gonna find one of the first pools that you can go to. So this is kind of a quiet pool over here. Just down from that pool, you're going to find RIU Land. This is the kids club, ages 4 and up. If you want to be unsupervised, if you're under 4 years old, the parents do have to stay with you. They also have a little pool area over here just for the kids, where they can have their little splash pad and the little pirate climbing structure. Continuing downward from this pool area is where you're going to find RIU Fit. This is where the more lively pool is going to be, and this is where they're going to have any exercise classes, water classes down here at this pool, but also if they are going to have like outdoor yoga or any type of exercise is going to be out here at the RIU Fit area. Just past that is where you're going to find any water sports and the pool deck, pool area, the towel. This is where you're gonna get the towels. Goodness gracious, can't talk. This is where you're gonna pick the towels up if you're by the pool, and you do need a towel card. And then down here is another pool, and this is where you find the Tequila bar. And this is where they have a swim up bar down here. As you can see from down here, you can see the beach. The waves are pretty high this morning, so it is pretty unsafe to swim. If you're not a good swimmer out there, the water is pretty high out there right now. But this is the Tequila bar, and this is a swim up bar over here right down at the end. So if you don't want to go all the way down to the beach and you still want to enjoy the view, you can do that from over here. So leaving this pool area, you're going to find the upper deck bar, and this is Mezcal. So this bar is on the upper side instead of on the back side where I just came from over there by that pool where there is a swim up pool. This bar is Mezcal, and this is on the upper deck side. Leaving down from Mezcal and from that pool area is where you're going to get down to the beach. So they will tell you based on the waves and the water whether it is a green, good, yellow, caution, or red, bad weather day. The red flags are up right now for swimming. So they're suggesting no one swim right now because of the waves. But this is the beach area right down here. So if we were headed back up, this is where you're going to see the ocean front rooms that are facing out. The property is shaped in a U shape. So the ocean front rooms are going to be at the very end. And then up higher, obviously, you go, the better your ocean view is going to be. And then the rooms that are toward the back are going to have an ocean front view, but they're just further back from the actual beach itself. Down here is where you're going to find Pepe's Foods as well as the Tiki Taco. So this is where you can get some quick bites while you sit down by the pools or down by the beach. On the 6th floor, you have the adults only rooftop pool, and it has a bar up here, and you can get towel service up here. You do have to have your towel card, but it is on the 6th floor, and it is on the roof, and it's oceanfront. They have a little bit of music playing up here, but it's not like terribly loud. But that is the view from up here. Last thing I want to show you guys before is the resort from up here. As I said, it's shaped in like a U-L type shape. I guess more like a L, because there's no second building on that side, like at the other property. But over here is the adults only rooftop pool. It's going to be right there, and then some ocean front rooms, and then those are the swim up suites. And normally swim up suites would be on the 1st floor, but in this case they're going to be higher up, and they have an ocean view as well, because there's the swim up suite, and then there's the ocean from over there. But now you kind of get a high level overview of the property, where you see the La Fiesta Theater is right over there, the kids area, the RIU land, and then the 3 pools that are on property, as well as the ocean.